Tim from Tim's Adventures. Another day, another dollar, as they say. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're going to the richer area. I'll show you. Okay, that's where we dug in there and got that half yellow, half green, right? Nice stone, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm still going to continue there, but like I said, I've come over here now and dropped the whole heap. There it is. But to turn around and make this safer than what it is, right? I've got to turn around. Well, I can see there's an old tunnel there, it's been backfilled with wet dirt, right, from down the bottom, from up top. Okay, so all these places with the cracks in here in the ceiling, they have to go because this is wash, don't forget. Now once wash is loose and once it's been broken like that, it can collapse. So I'm making sure that it won't collapse by turning around and knocking this out and going to put a pillar in so that way it can never fall. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing eventually. Now there's big billies in it. Okay, this is the same layer we got from here. Okay, continues over this side, and as we know, it was it was rich enough, which is really good. So hopefully that continues. Now what I'm going to do, right, you can see here, you can see how loose this is. This is what you don't want. Okay, you can't have that. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, you're not supposed to be able to do that. See that crack there? Right, I'm going to continue it all the way through. Okay, now there's the old tunnel. I've been backfilling that way. Alright, so all this tunnel has to be re-propped as well. So this is definitely going to be propped, and I'm definitely going to be taking out a fair distance that way to see what is actually happening, because that's what you got to do. You got to do the hard yards as well as, you know, take the good stuff. But luckily I've got good stuff here, even though it's not the bottom. Don't forget, this is 2 feet up layer that I'm taking, but it does produce sapphire. So of course this is the concrete stuff. Okay, there's a band of it, and that continues over this side as well. Okay, and sitting on top of that is also with iron laden wash, and this is the really good wash. Okay, so we'll be taking a fair bit of it, and I'll do a bit of a video, but you can see here as well, look, just there, not good. I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to fall, but I want to make sure that it's hard ground above my head. Okay, so we shall continue. Alrighty, here we go, guys. And we'll start knocking down from here. That's so soft. So rough. You can see that. Soft. use the hard roof. That's hard roof up there, which is good. I'll show you guys what I'm chasing, okay, so that way you see what I'm doing. Okay, over here, okay, what you do, for one, use a long pick, okay, alright, and what I'm chasing is those cracks. You see? There's a little crack there, but that's only tiny. That's nothing. But that one there continues. And there's your cracks there, see? Above that. Then you've got solid ground above that. As you can see with that pole. But there's a crack over there that started. So that pole is no good now. Okay, so that has to be dropped and redone. Okay, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm dropping all this loose stuff, so what I'm going to do, well, you can see the crack there. I think this is an old hole right there, so I'm just going to have to clean it and dump it, okay, and then put a bar underneath the hole so it can never drop down again, okay, and yeah, here I'm following that, and I've got to follow it all the way through until I've got clear ground and solid ground. You see that's solid? That's solid up there. That's what I'm chasing. Okay, and that's what I'm taking. Alright guys. Happy days. Alright, I'm going to keep dropping. I'll switch off the camera now. Because I'm just going to keep going the way I'm doing. And if something exciting happens or if I see something, I'll be right back. See you then. Alrighty guys, I've dropped a... Oops, oh. Excuse the sweat. I dropped a massive load. I'll show you. There she is. Look at that. All the way up. I've ploughed in. That is a hole. Look at that. Look at the amount. Remember there's a pathway under there. It goes down deep. Okay. And that's it. So, yeah, there's a good 2 loads there. If not more. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so yeah. As you can see, there's still cracks over there, so I'm taking it all the way through. And I've got to continue here as well. And then once I clean this, then I can take that bottom bit out. But I've also got to take that out partially. And we'll see how that goes and dump it. So we'll leave it at the moment because it's already old. And all it can do is fall straight. It's not going to fall in big chunks or anything, so which is good. And yeah. The dig continues. Now I've got to break this dirt up and send it up. That's what I've got to do next, and that's what I'll do. Alright guys, I'll be back upstairs when I finish. Alrighty guys, thought I'd show you before I go up on what I did. I've done the 17 there. That's number 18. Okay, and this is tomorrow's. Okay, so I've emptied out that whole section there. That was up. So we got a load there. I was right. There's 2 loads, possibly more. It goes all the way, but it gets deeper here. So that's why it's going to be 17. Now, also, what I'm going to do, next dig, I'll probably do it while I'm doing this as well because I can't dig anymore because I've already dug it out. So I'm going to be dropping this. It might be this afternoon, I'll see what I feel like. So my second start might be this afternoon for the next video, which would go on for 2 days. But yeah, it might not. This is concrete, hard, okay, and below it is a wash layer, and it's only tiny. It doesn't go all the way to the bottom, so it's actually holding. No, it's sitting on dirt, but it hasn't fallen. That's the main thing. But all that has over there, see, all that's all got to go. That crack there, see that crack runs all the way through. So this whole ceiling is going to go like that, okay, like that down, okay. So that's the major pillar there, and we'll see what we can work out over there, what we're going to end up doing. All right, we'll go upstairs now. Alrighty guys, ready for do the water. This is it. Let's see what we got in here. So this is 17 again. Okay. Just in case someone missed out on how many it is. Now again, none of this is bottom. It's all high wash. What I'm going to have to get is a tip truck. Okay, one of those little 2-3 tonners. Something unregistered, but you know, the hydraulics works and the motor works, the body rough, because I only need it on the claim from A to B, and then I want to have to double handle it and tip it into the truck, and the tip truck can just tip it in here, make a chute for it. That's it. So yeah, that will make life easier. Alright, number 1 is ready. And up she goes. Sweet as. Alrighty, here we go. Moment of truth. There's a lot of iron. Hey. Look at that. All iron. Okay, that's it. Time to switch it off. Time to scoop it out. Oh, that's a lot of iron. Okay. Ah, look at that. No black. No black underneath. Uh-oh. No wonder I couldn't see any spinels. We'll find out soon enough. I know we got a lot of iron, that's for sure. Right. I'll take this down. And I'll see you at the table. Here we go, guys. We're done in 2 loads. Let's see what the first one. Okay, what have I done here? Oh, that's better. Why is it? Yeah, let me just... Yeah. Okay. I shouldn't be doing that. Should be able to see it. Okay, here we go. One little flat sapphire. I thought it was strange that I couldn't see any spinel when I was digging, and yeah, look at that, one little piece of spinel. Now again, I have to do it anyhow. I've got to do this because to make it safe. There's a sapphire there. It's a dud. Wow. There's a titanium. Oh wow, this is a shocker. What's that? Spinel. Might as well keep one spinel. Wow. I've gone through one lot Okay, next half of the bucket. Let's hope this half is a little bit better than last. We have a little pretty there. Wow. And I was so excited too about this one. Not anymore. And I got a whole big pile underground. One chip. Ah, there we go. Another little clear. Ah, little tiny clear. Whoa, I can't see that there's going to be an increase. Look at that big spinel. And this. There we go, last bit. All right. That's it. Okay. Bugger. I'm really shocked at those spinels. And this is the sapphires. Alright, let's go have a look inside. Alrighty guys, here we go. Got a little flower with it. Okay, wow. Grand total, 10 carats. Wow. Okay. That's definitely not worth digging, but we have to dig it. Okay, so that's a dud. That's a little clear. Little clear. Ah, well, that's a shock. That is too. Wow. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, I usually keep these chips. Okay, and that's nothing. So, we got a grand total of 8 carats. 8 carats are keepers. Alright. Well, it is what it is. What can you do? The only thing is that, well, I have to do it. I have to clean it out. And the next wash is going to be on the right hand side, so we'll see if it makes any difference. But I'll be taking a bit of that bottom bit, as you'll see. There's a bit of bottom that is not connected to the very bottom, but it's still bottom wash, so we'll see what that yields. If anything, if nothing, it doesn't matter. That's life. You know, just have to bear with it and carry on until the next one. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, thumbs up. God bless you all. See you on the next one. Bye for now.